Hey everybody, wow, look on the screen. Here she seems normal. Yeah. Maybe her man isn't. Hmm. Looks like girl, you got a dust bucket. This is crazy what happened to her. In fair use, it is rather graphic. So if you've been maybe a victim of DV or maybe some pictures get to you, go ahead. This video is not for you. It is very graphic. It is shocking. No woman deserved this crap. But this is what a dusty do. Remember this idiot right here? The lady went to get some liquor and they started harassing her. Then they robbed her, kicked her, uh, tried to bite her eye. She was buying liquor. And then they stole her iPhone. Yeah, this trash right here. And this fool in the red jacket. Don't forget, they only caught him when he was engaged in another, despite this video being shown on the news nationwide. They only caught him when he was engaged in another domestic value, and I guess someone called the police because he had a girlfriend. This is girlfriend. I'm sure you saw this. Did you call the police when you realized that was your boyfriend? So for her, am I gonna go, oh, is she okay? I don't care. I really don't, because you know what? She did not care when her boyfriend was accused of assaulting that other woman who didn't know him. So what happened? Women like that, my sympathy for you is kind of like non-existent. I don't wish any harm, but when you put yourself in harm's way, baby doll, have at it. So that's how they caught him. Not that someone said, oh my gosh, I recognize the fool in the red coat. That's him, turn him in. No, 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 no. There was a call for another DV issue. And then they realized, oh, hey, that's the guy. Dust bucket. So I brought him up with this, like, I don't understand what the hell is up with these dust buckets and attacking women. I guess they got an issue with the eyes. So on this picture, this is pre the dust bucket encounter. All right. Fair use, rather graphic. This is dangerous. I can't imagine. But look at what happened to this girl. What happened to Becky? I don't know her name. Look what happened to her. Only an animal would do this. Fair use.
Treated me like a princess. After being married about 9 months, there was a lot of jealousy. I'm in the medical field doing nursing. He didn't want me seeing male patients. And that's when I knew I was in trouble.
Brandy Smith was in Memphis a month ago when she says her husband attacked her with her 2 kids watching.
Then came the night of my daughter's 21st birthday. He was very drunk. He got very obnoxious. At that point, we were all trying to get him to leave. Steve was sitting in the car waiting for me to bring his cell phone. I went around the driver's side. That's when he reached up and grabbed my shirt. I heard him press on the gas a little bit, and he floored the car and took off. He had her by the shirt, dragging her 500 feet in front of me. I look up, and I see my daughter running after me. And he kept going until I couldn't see her anymore. I just fell on my knees, screaming and crying. He stopped really quick and he threw me in the passenger side. He just floored it. He just started beating me as he's driving. All of a sudden, we hit a tree. He took me in the front of the car and he threw me on the ground. And he got on top of me and he just started banging my head on the concrete. I heard an ambulance. I guess Steve realized that he wasn't going to be able to kill me, so he tried to pull my eye out. A guy was on top of him at that point. They got him off of me.
I'll put the my God. Girl. What kind of monster does this? What kind of monster does this? Only an animal would do this. I'll put the link in below for you guys to check it out. The hatred is real. He may have seemed like Prince Charming. Now look. as you can see, and that's her and her daughter. Nice picture there, cute girl. They look nice there. And the children saw it. The children saw it. Her daughter saw it. So he's grabbing her shirt and dragging the lady. This eye is forever closed. Honey, stay away from dust. What made you so angry to do this to the woman? Just leave, idiot. You want to punch? I tell you what, go down to the gym. Go to a boxing place and just, one of those boxing facilities and just try to get a membership there and just go punch it out. Punch yourself in the face. Punch yourself out. You're so violent. This doesn't make any sense. It's jealousy. Looking at that, if she had stayed any longer, she would have probably ended up being a goner, would have been dead. Here you have a picture, a moment of peace. Get a Dusty in your life, it'll be filled with hatred, jealousy, turmoil, and strife. Dusties bring drama, they bring hella trauma. I can imagine having nightmares. And don't forget, the child saw this. Dragon. She said, try to pull her eye out. I'm kind of wondering, a lot of these men, maybe they're so subjugated, they want to subjugate somebody else. You know what I mean? And they may have a car and a home, but they're not valued. And my thing is, what is there to value when you're dust? You can be educated and dusted. What is there to value? You want somebody to look up to you, like you is something special, and you're not. Look at the rationale. Don't want her to work with male patients, and she's a nurse. They're going to say, oh, hey, you're a nurse, and I see you married to a king, a black king. Okay, well, Becky, well, I tell you what, he is so important to us, and he is in control. He ain't in control of nothing but them two dusty feet he got, and any person who will subject themselves to him. Like they're going to really say, okay, well, to accommodate him, we're going to make sure that you don't see any male patients. Are you really serious? It doesn't even make any sense. You're that concerned. Why don't you go ahead and be a provider and then work hard? Well, guess what? She won't need to work. And maybe she can consider staying home, which I would not suggest, because you got financial control that'll really do it. That right there, you're sinking the ship. But I'm just saying, you want to control something. Guess what? If you want to control something, you need to go ahead and have assets to show that you are worthy. Yeah, be a provider. You don't want her to see that? Then guess what? Get off your dusty butt and be a provider. Well, this takes two. Then guess what? You're supposed to be all of that. Guess what? Prove your manhood. Show that you can do it with one. It takes two to make it now. Don't want her. Really? What are you supposed to do? That just shows you they're not logical at all. These men have a lot of anger, and I'm starting to believe they really want to try to front. That's what I think. That's why a lot of them are like the tough keyboard warriors. They really, really want to try to front. Oh, well, I say so goes. You don't say much. I mean, you can say a whole lot, but actions speak louder than words. So you'll say whatever you say, it doesn't go far at all. You want to be in control. You want some power. So I think they're trying to use women to get that power. And they are talking about the angry black woman. Well, she see who the angry person is. This one right here was an angry black man, and treating you like a queen. Yep. Let me tell you something. Those queen tokens gonna run short real quick. The queen tokens gonna run short real quick. Out of tokens, watch out. And a lot of them will do that because they really want to get with a woman that's secure to help them out. Oh yes, trust and believe. This is a piece of photo. Want to keep it that way? Stay dust free. These dust buckets will make your life a living hell. Be it Dusty Dan, Peter Man, or Mr. Wong doing wrong, or Little Hood Man. These Dusties, they have no comprehension. They're highly emotional. They lack understanding. And they do things knowing what the outcome is going to be. Knowing what the outcome is going to be. I just ran across a video and it was showing Michi X, a YouTuber popular, along with Tasha K. And she's very radical, and I respect that. That's her point. But she said a point that really stuck with me. She said about black people, they're willing to die and kill, go to jail any day. And that's true. That's what they do. That's what our people are doing. They're willing to die and kill and go to jail. Basically, any day, all day, when it comes to hurting another black person. And her point is to say, hey, why don't you have that same smoke for, as you say, the system that's at play or holding you down? Or when you say, oh, they didn't have to shoot him. But think about it. It's a sad statement, but it's accurate. Low performing men, they're willing to take that chance. You tell them to leave, get a job, or that you're, pregnant. Oh, they'll take a chance, knowing what it's going to lead to. That's why I'm thinking that they want to be there. So you hollering justice reform. Why are you hollering justice reform when we know that, sure, there are definitely a lot of injustices that do occur? We are totally cognizant of that. We know that. Black women got your boots on. Who gonna put the boots on for you? Really? Every 5.5 hour. What are boots on the ground for us? Not seeing it. And don't tell me they're busy building. We know that's a joke. We know that's a joke. Maybe they're busy building up in their mind a way to victimize the next black woman, the next woman. She said in this video here, she knew she was in trouble, the jealousy. But see, it's more than just that. It's something demonic within him. It is something demonic within him to even do something like that. And don't forget, this is the mother of his child. Look now. She had an experience in Blackistan, came in with 2 eyes, now 1. That's working properly, functioning. She said he tried to pull her eye out. Woo! Do you want to hurt her that bad? If it look like a duck, act like a duck, quack like a duck, it's a duck. If it looks like a dusty, act and talk like a dusty, that's a dusty. 2 eye came in with 2 eyes. You done got into the land of Blackistan with a dust bucket. Now 1. You want to hurt her that bad? People thinking they can fix a dusty. Oh, I'm gonna let this slide. You're already in it. And people can act a certain way until they get comfortable. Then they'll slowly unleash who they really are, the real being. Imagine being dragged and your daughter seeing it. And then he hit her head in the concrete. Here's my question. Do you think this is the first time he's done it? I doubt it. He's probably done this before toward women. Oh, trust me, it's a sister somewhere can probably give you an equal story. I just don't see a person going from the norm to doing this. Grabbing her by her shirt, dragging her, hitting her head. Her head against the concrete. And she said he tried to pull her eye out. Look at this. Got the woman crawling like a animal. She's that woman that can't hardly stand up. This is her being dragged in blood. If this what it takes, ladies, look at the car. Look at this. Woo! And the sad thing is, somebody will see it. I'll again put the link. You all can watch the full show at the bottom. Somebody will see this, and some woman, even a man, will be going, well, I wonder what she said to tick him off, to justify, and will get with them. The lady at the swim meet at the Jewish Community Center, 2 chicks already come up missing, and she married him. Look what happened to her. They could release this joker today. And don't be surprised. Somebody will sit up here and show up. Oh, yeah, I'm going to try to date him. After seeing what's happened to her, some woman will cape for him and will date him. And then you'll look up, you're like, well, didn't you see her on that show, girl? You saw what he did to his first wife, didn't you? You saw what he did to his first wife. You saw what happened to her. You saw what happened to Becky. You saw that, didn't you? Well, I didn't think it was going to happen to me. And then there you are, 6 feet. Kind of seems like this day and age, dating somebody, if you can try to find out the last woman in his life, just find out, is the chick still breathing? We might have to go, if you're dating, might have to go go through a whole other aspect to it. The last 3 women in your life, where are they? Are they still breathing? When they met you, are they intact? Like both eyes, arms, legs, head? Did you do, we need to kind of start checking some things out. And even that's no guarantee. But yeah, so I saw that. I was like, wow. And I thought about this. Ladies, the hatred for women is strong. It is strong. Her eye tried to bite this lady's eye out. And look, she said he tried to pull her eye out. I guess that's in the Dusty Handbook. I never read it. I don't subscribe to it. But I want to share that with you all. They got some common traits that, guess what? We are not all cognizant of. We're not aware. You want to live peacefully, freely, stress-free? By any and all accounts, please avoid the dusties. Feel free to come and like, subscribe, and share. I wanted just to show you what they're capable of. Besides murder, will she survive? At what cost? And look at the nightmare. And the child saw it. Dusties, they bring drama, death, and hella trauma. The financial implications, let alone the emotional and psychological implications. We see it every day. It's too much dust in the nation. And I'm out.